There are places on Earth that whisper of the unknown, places where shadows dance and secrets linger. These are the forbidden places, shrouded in mystery and fear. They beckon the adventurous soul, promising glimpses of the extraordinary, yet they also warn of the dangers that lie hidden within. For within these realms, reality itself bends and twists. The very air crackles with the energy of the unseen. It whispers of ancient rituals and forgotten gods. It speaks of things best left undisturbed. But some are drawn to the edge of the abyss, compelled by an insatiable curiosity. They seek to unravel the mysteries that lie hidden within these forbidden zones. Their hearts beat with a mixture of fear and excitement. These explorers are driven by a thirst for knowledge. They crave the thrill of the unknown. They are willing to risk everything to uncover the truth. But the truth can be a double-edged sword. It can illuminate and it can destroy. And in these forbidden places, the truth often wears a terrifying mask. The allure of the forbidden is a siren's song. It promises adventure and enlightenment, but it also whispers of madness and despair. Only the bravest or most foolish dare to answer its call, and even fewer return unscathed, for the forbidden places hold secrets best left uncovered. Tom was a man consumed by wanderlust. He was drawn to the unexplored corners of the earth. He yearned for the thrill of discovery. His passport was a tapestry of stamps, each one a testament to his insatiable curiosity. He had stared into the eyes of danger before. He'd emerged from the heart of darkness, his spirit unbroken. But Tom was not merely a thrill-seeker, he was a storyteller. He documented his journeys on his blog, sharing his experiences with the world. His words painted vivid pictures of far-off lands. He wrote of ancient ruins and vibrant cultures. He captured the beauty and the terror of the natural world. Tom's followers eagerly awaited his every post. They were captivated by his tales of adventure. They lived vicariously through his experiences, but Tom's latest obsession was different. He was drawn to the forbidden, to the places where few dared to tread. He had heard whispers of these places since he was a child. Legends of cursed islands and haunted forests, stories of ancient curses and vengeful spirits. These tales had ignited a fire in his imagination. Now he was determined to see these places for himself, to separate fact from fiction, to confront the darkness that lay hidden beneath the surface of the world. Little did he know his quest would lead him down a path of no return, a path that would test the very limits of his sanity. For the forbidden places guard their secrets jealously, and they rarely let go of those who dare to uncover them. The Island of Dolls, a place shrouded in mystery and fear. Even the name sent shivers down Tom's spine, a chill that seemed to seep into his very bones. Located in the canals of Xochimilco, near Mexico City, the island was a macabre spectacle, a haunting vision that seemed to float on the water. Thousands of dolls, weathered and disfigured, hung from the trees, their presence a testament to the island's eerie history. Their lifeless eyes stared out from the shadows as if they held secrets of the past. Legend had it that a young girl had drowned in the canals, her spirit forever tied to the murky waters. The caretaker of the island, a man named Don Julian Santana Barrera, claimed to be haunted by her spirit, a presence he could never escape. He began hanging dolls on the trees as a way to appease her restless soul, hoping to bring peace to the tormented spirit. Over the years, the island became a shrine to the dead girl, a place where the living and the dead seemed to coexist. It was a place of both pilgrimage and fear, drawing those who sought the thrill of the unknown. Tom arrived on the island with a mix of apprehension and morbid curiosity, his heart pounding in his chest. The air was thick with the smell of stagnant water and decay, a scent that clung to everything. The silence was broken only by the rustling of leaves and the cawing of crows, adding to the island's eerie atmosphere. As he stepped off the boat, he felt a cold hand grip his heart, a sensation that made him shiver. He was surrounded by dolls, their presence overwhelming and suffocating. Their lifeless eyes seemed to follow his every move, a silent audience to his every step. Some were missing limbs, their stuffing spilling out like entrails, a grotesque reminder of their age. Others were covered in cobwebs and dust, their faces contorted into grotesque expressions frozen in time. Tom felt a presence on the island, an unseen force that seemed to watch his every move. Something ancient and malevolent watched him from the shadows, a dark force that sent chills down his spine. He wandered deeper into the island's heart, his footsteps echoing in the stillness, each step heavier than the last. The dolls seemed to multiply, their numbers overwhelming, creating a labyrinth of eerie faces. He felt a chill run down his spine as he realized something. He was not alone, a realization that made his heart race. He could feel their eyes on him, watching, waiting, as if they were anticipating his next move. Section 4. Venom in Paradise, Snake Island, Ilha de Queimada Grande, a place feared by even the most seasoned sailors. The treacherous waters and the ominous reputation of the island kept many at bay. Located off the coast of Brazil, the island was home to a nightmare. A place where few dared to venture. Thousands of venomous snakes, some of the deadliest in the world, ruled this isolated rock. Golden lanceheads, their presence a constant, deadly threat. Their venom could melt human flesh, a horrifying reality for anyone who might come too close. They were the undisputed masters of this domain, moving with an eerie confidence that sent shivers down the spine. The Brazilian government had declared the island off-limits to the public. It was too dangerous, a forbidden zone, but Tom was not deterred. His curiosity and determination overpowered any sense of fear. He had to see this place for himself. The stories and warnings only fueled his desire to explore. He hired a local fisherman to take him near the island. The journey was fraught with tension. He promised a hefty sum if he would get him close enough to shore. The money was tempting, but the risk was great. The fisherman, his face etched with worry, reluctantly agreed. The fear of the island was palpable. As they approached the island, Tom could see the snakes. They were everywhere, a living carpet of danger. Sunning themselves on the rocks, slithering through the undergrowth, their presence was overwhelming. Their scales glinting in the sunlight, a deceptive beauty masking their lethal nature. The air was thick with the musky scent of reptiles, a constant reminder of the danger that lurked. Tom's heart pounded in his chest. The reality of the situation was sinking in. A mixture of fear and exhilaration surged through him. This was the adventure he had been seeking. He convinced the fisherman to take him closer. He needed to get a better look, to truly experience the island. He had to get a better look. The island's mysteries were calling to him. The fisherman, his hand shaking, steered the boat towards a rocky outcrop. The tension was palpable. As they drew near, a large wave slammed into the side of the boat. The sea itself seemed to be warning them away. Tom lost his balance and tumbled into the water. The cold shock of the sea enveloped him. He surfaced, gasping for air. The reality of his situation hit him hard. The boat was drifting away. His lifeline was slipping out of reach. He was surrounded by snakes. The water was alive with them. They were in the water, swimming towards him, their movements swift and purposeful. Their cold reptilian eyes fixed on him. Panic surged through him. He was in their territory now. He thrashed in the water, desperate to escape. The nightmare had become a reality. Section 5, the Sentinel's Fury, North Sentinel Island, the last bastion of a people untouched by the modern world, a place where time seemed to stand still. Located in the Bay of Bengal, the island was home to the Sentinelese, a tribe that had lived in isolation for thousands of years. They were a tribe shrouded in mystery, their ways and lives hidden from the prying eyes of the modern world. Their language and customs remained unknown, a secret kept by the dense jungles and their own fierce determination. They were fiercely protective of their isolation, guarding their land with an intensity that was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Any attempt at contact had been met with hostility, a clear message to the outside world to stay away. Arrows rained down from the tree line, a deadly warning to any who dared to come too close. The Indian government had declared the island a no-go zone, recognizing the Sentinelese's right to their isolation. It was forbidden to approach, a law that was strictly enforced to protect both the tribe and outsiders, but Tom was drawn to the island. He had to know what lay beyond the veil of secrecy. He had to see these people with his own eyes, to understand their way of life and their fierce independence. He hired a group of local fishermen to take him near the island, promising them a reward that was hard to refuse. He promised them a small fortune if they would get him close enough to make contact, a risk they were hesitant to take. The fishermen, their faces etched with fear, reluctantly agreed. They knew the risks, the stories of those who had tried before. They had heard the stories, tales of arrows and death, of a tribe that would not be tamed. As they approached the island, Tom could see the Sentinelese, standing like sentinels on the shore. They were on the beach, watching them with eyes that held centuries of defiance. Tall, muscular figures with bows and arrows ready to defend their home. Their bodies were adorned with paint, symbols of their identity and strength. They shouted at the boat, their voices filled with rage and warning. They fired warning arrows into the air, a clear sign that they were not welcome. Tom ignored the fisherman's pleas to turn back, driven by a curiosity that overpowered his fear. He had come too far to turn back now. He was determined to make contact. He ordered them to take him closer. He wanted to communicate, to bridge the gap between their worlds. The fishermen, their hands shaking, steered the boat towards the shore, their hearts heavy with dread. As they drew near, the Sentinelese attacked, their arrows flying with deadly precision. Arrows rained down on the boat, a storm of wood and stone. The fishermen screamed and jumped into the water, abandoning the boat in their terror. Tom ducked for cover. He knew he had made a terrible mistake, a miscalculation that could cost him his life. He had crossed a line, a boundary that was never meant to be breached. He had angered a people who had never known peace with the outside world. He was trapped, a prisoner of his own curiosity.